Hello, hello. How are you? Intense times. Um, so, if you look before this video, there's a post. I think it's called "Complete Surrender" by Saffron. Sorry, I can't remember her name, but it it gave me an awareness and a truth that's been just like smashing me this last little while. I don't know how else to describe it, and it's not a suicide or anything of that sort. I want to be in this body. I love this body. Um, but essentially, uh, a readiness for a facet of dying. And that's not in a human body. I'm not suicidal. I want to be here. I'm continuing forward. But there's been so much change, so much growth, so much shifting, so much release going on in this body that I feel complete on this phase. I did what I needed to do in a human body. I've been waiting for the next timeline, the next step, the next facet that I'm ready to here to do, and I can see it. I've seen it through my whole life. It's teaching and leading and sharing with people and doing things very differently than there are here. But I could never find the way. I could never find that next step. I could never, and it drives me nuts. I feel like I've lost myself or I'm confused, but I can't speak to most normal people about having an energetic death. And this is beyond an ego death. This is like next level shit where parts of me are just ready to die away. And that's not the human body. That's not the human experience. That's not a death or anything I have to be locked in an insane asylum about. But it's letting go of parts of myself so that I can be reborn and be something more than I could be as a human being. I don't know if it's the 5D parts of myself. I don't know what exactly it is because I've never experienced and I've never heard anybody else experiencing it. But Saffron put it, apparently this is something she went through a year or so ago, and she reshared it, but it was my absolute truth. There's some human, think of it as the parts of you that were part of the lesson that are the leftovers. So I've got a lot of debt. I've got a bunch of relationship stuff that I'm struggling with. Like, did I do wrong? Did I miss something? Am I broken or whatever? But I know I'm not. But they're still present. They're still stuck to me like glue, like tar, like whatever. But they're no longer serving me. At that time, I had no other choice. I had to go deep and I had to be in my process and I had to be let go of from my job. The company went bankrupt out from under me, and all these things forced me to deeper self-expression. And they're not reflections of who I was. They were the universe running a divine plan that I could not see underneath everything to get me to a place, to get the energy to flow in the universe, to get certain things to happen that were all completely and totally beyond my control. The divine plan. I spoke about it a few days ago. Um, so a lot of people are going through this right now. They are not sure what's going on. They are having these energetic deaths within. New facets are ready to come in that you contracted with, and parts have to be let go of. And it becomes this really massive surrender inside that you've never experienced before, that feels like death, that feels like you're letting go of your stability, your foundation, the things that you built your life on and built who you are on. But those things don't no longer serve. They just feel broken. I don't feel I can add anything here with who I am energetically without taking these upgrades. It's like somebody said, the timelines are turned off. I can't see past now. I can't see what's going on. There's big issues coming up around money, and I'm getting like beaten down by society around me to implode me, to have a crash. And I felt this many times, where it's an emotional crash, where I have to give up some of the facets of being human so I can step to my next level, because I never was completely human. Never was just a human being. I'm a facet of God. I have much more. I can't live with the limitations of this body anymore and still hang on to all the rules. It is confusing as hell, and it makes no sense from a human's perspective, but it's real, it's true, and we need to surrender to it and let it go and let all the parts die, the parts that's crushing our hearts, that's held on, and we can't see why we need to see different, or why it needs to go away, or it no longer serves us, because we're seeing it with human eyes. But that higher self part of us knows damn well where we got to go, and it's pushing us, and it may feel like crushing us, and it's loving us in this most beautiful way to make the choice. So I'm going to declare right here and right now, I choose to make the choice. I choose to move through it. I choose to let die the parts that are no longer serving, to move into a new energetic self, to allow higher facets of myself to join into my body and to help me to become 5D, and to still retain this human avatar so that I can ascend into my self-mastery and still share my knowledge and my energy and my vibration with humanity, so that we can all move to that same place. We can all become self-mastered. We can all find the path. I am part of everyone, and everyone is part of me. And to sit here and say I'm special or I'm different or whatever, if I was doing that, I just go and ascend and we'd be done, and all my knowledge and all the stuff that I came here for and all this kind of stuff would essentially be lost. It'd be moved into the collective, but not in the human experience. So I'm here to go through this stuff, to stay here in this body, which is very unnatural, and to shine and to be an example, and show that it's possible in your lifetime. Show you the steps that I had to find, hard fought, in much pain and suffering, to help have the right words, have the right expression, have the right energy to provide, or the right healing modality, or whatever's required to shift us, to master us, to rise us up, so that we can all be ascended masters. We can all live in our highest density, and we can all move through the suffering and the pain and the struggle that's been the human experience, and no longer have to be trapped. And that's all it is. So this is what I'm about. This is me rising up. This is me sharing into humanity. This is me being part of the collective, part of the divine, entering into the contract that I came here to give. And I can't do it with all my old facets weighing me down. So I honor and love and appreciate all the experiences I had, and all the people and all the densities and all the attachments and all the humanness and fears and emotions and traumas and all those kind of things. But I surrender them to the light, so that I can be my purest and fullest vibration, and I can fully and completely and absolutely embody myself as source for anybody that's willing to participate, to shine, to experience with me. And that's as simple as it is. It's taking the next step. And you can't do that with an anchor tied around your neck of all your old possibilities, all your old stuff. So I release all that stuff. I move forward. I love you all. And I'm so glad to have you on this experience. Hopefully, maybe you're feeling that experience of dying within. Well, I'm ready for more. And we're not dying anymore. We're moving up, and it's time. So I love you. I think that was Amanda giving all the hearts. So thank you very much for that. And we will talk more soon. Love you all. Let it go. Fully surrender. It's not bad. It's good. If you're struggling and fighting it, you just don't know any better. We're going to a new place, moving up. We're going to stick around and and help, but our higher facets are ready to come in, and I accept all my higher facets right here and right now, fully embodied in my heart. And I hope you do the same because we need it. It's time. Rise up. Love you. Thank you for all the hearts. My heart's shining. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.